This review has been brought to you in part by Main Irish Airsoft.
Hi, welcome back. It's Oddie's Airsoft and we're doing another video review, but this video review is going to be done over, I think it's about 3 videos. What we're going to be looking at are pistols, and a lot of people are asking to do some pistol reviews, and that's what we're going to do. We're here with Derek here in Main Irish Airsoft. Derek is the owner and he is a pistol aficionado. So he's going to run through a few little things that he wants to say about pistols, and then myself and Mark are going to review the MEU 1911 pistol, and we're also going to review the ASG 1911 Duty 1 and also the ASG CZ75 PO7. So these are both, the ASG ones are both CO2 driven, and the WE 1911 MEU is green gas.
How you doing? Welcome back to Main Irish Airsoft. Yeah, the most common question we get asked is, do we sell CO2 guns? Our general answer to that is not as many as gas and as few as we possibly can, to be honest. We don't like CO2 for the simple reason they give us nothing but trouble. Now if you look at the market in general and see how many guns are manufactured in CO2 as opposed to green gas, there are far more in green gas than CO2. The reason for this, in our opinion, is they don't seem to be able to get the mechanisms well, or correct, if you like, are good enough in the CO2 to stop problems. The biggest problem is most of the CO2 mags will come with either an Allen key stroke screw bottom on them, or just a cap system where you have to use the base to lock and so forth. The problem you have with that is guys just go hell for leather. They start bursting seals. They compress them so much with some of the different brands of bottles that are out there that the mags will start to leak, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a very common problem, and unfortunately a pain for anybody who has to deal with the returns. Now, having said that, ASG Action Sports Games have come out with a different line, or a different system if you like, for CO2. And we put these guns through a lot of tests before we decided to start stocking them, and we were very impressed. The system is different in that, first of all, the CO2 doesn't go into the mag, okay? It goes into the gun itself. Now, although the guns are blowback, they don't work in the same conventional system, or you know, the same sense as the blowback gas where the slide feeds the BB. Your BB feed is done on the first pressure of the trigger. Lets the BB up, and when you depress, she fires. Yeah, the system is different in these, as I say, in that the BB is not fed up to the conventional type of slide system where it catches the top of the BB on the top of the magazine and pushes it forward when the action goes forward. Instead, your BB is pushed up into the cylinder with the first pressure of the trigger as you press, and your second pressure fires the gun. Now, as I say, what we like about this system is the ease of putting the cylinder in, the gas cylinder, and I'll show you what I mean. There's no, just take the mag out. You simply drop the CO2 bottle into the pistol grip, hold the bottle down, and it has its own screw, its own null screw if you like, as opposed to an Allen key or a big screwdriver or a big lump of plastic cap. And the beauty of this is, as you tighten it, she tightens and stops. There's no leaking of gas, there's no, you know, gas everywhere, people's hands freezing and guys trying to crank it up. That gun is now loaded. She is now gas filled and ready to go. Very simple, and it's absolutely flawless in our opinion. In comparison to any other CO2 system, I think this is a system that's going to be in all guns going forward. Because as I say, everybody loves CO2, everybody hates the headache that comes with it. Now, Another question we get asked as well is to explain the difference between single action and double action in pistols in general. Basically, a double action pistol, to be the likes of this Beretta, which is actually a double and single action pistol. Now, what that means is that in its present state with the hammer down, I can actually fire this gun and get it to complete the cycle. Okay, so that now was double action. It carried out 2 actions with 1 pull of the trigger. The gun now is in a single action state because the hammer is already back, so it only has 1 action to do now, which is fire. The Beretta is one of the few semi-automatics that can do that, and again, the revolver is double action and jammed. Double action, where it'll perform the 2 actions with 1 pull of the trigger, or single action. Single action will be for much more accurate pistol shooting and so forth, where you need as little flinch as you can possibly get. That's double and single on revolvers. Western style revolvers were generally only double action. You had to single action. You had to do everything in one go. There was no options or choices on them. The 1911 won't go in double action. She's a single action pistol only, and you have to cock it to get it into its single action, and then she performs as the Beretta did. So that's basically the difference between single and double action pistol. The Sig Sauer 226 is the same as the Beretta. It's single and double action, but most semi-automatics will be based on the 1911. There are 2 models in this new CO2 system from ASG. We have the STI 1911 and the CZ75, and again, in our opinion, they are the only CO2 guns that we actually want to stock going forward because of the way the mechanism works. They're just trouble-free.
So, myself and Mark are going to do a little test, a bit of a firing range test. We're going to have a run through of how these work and what we think of them. So we're going to review each gun as a single item over the next 3 reviews.